this is Kenya. Welcome back to Kenya's Decor Corner. So today I'm excited because I'm participating in a tag. So I was tagged by my good friend, my big sister Kimberly with Diva Designing on a Dime. Thanks, Kimmy. Thanks so much for tagging me. Guys, y'all know Kimmy is like my girl, and whenever there's a tag or a challenge or collaboration or something, she has to choose someone to tag. She like always chooses me. So whenever I see her video post, I'm like, I already know I'm tagged. So anyway, thanks Kim for thinking of me. So this tag is called the Home Decor Tag, and it was created by Holly at Living It Country. Now I will mention to you guys, I did meet Holly through a couple of challenges that we both participated in that was hosted by another YouTuber. So hi Holly, thanks so much for coming up with these awesome questions, and I'm looking forward to jumping right in. So I'll remind you guys to be sure to go over check out Kimberly's channel, Diva Designing on a Dime. That's Diva Designing on a Dime. And Holly at Living It Country. And I'll have both their channels listed below in my description box. Alrighty guys, so let's get started. So there's 20 questions, so I'm going to say, I'm going to try to get through these pretty quickly. I have them all written down here, and so let's get going. So question number 1 is, do you own or rent your home? So we own our home. We purchased our home back in, actually it was on January 31st of 2016. So we moved in that next weekend, which was like February 3rd or something, I think. So in February we have been in our home 2 years, so like 2.5 years, a little over, well, almost 2.5 years now that we've been in our home. And number 2 is, what state do you live in? So y'all already know, if you're not new to my channel, you know what state I'm in, because I'm in what is it called, there's a song here that I can't think of the name of it, darn it. And I had it in my head earlier when I was thinking, when I saw these questions, I was like, oh yeah, I know the answer to that, I know the answer to that. Of course, now I can't remember. But I live in the great state of Texas. And so, you know, everything here is bigger and better. So it's kind of ironic that we live here now, because even though I grew up in Alabama, but we've been in Texas for all of my adulthood and even part of my high school years as well. But at any rate, I've always kind of lived my life with that philosophy too, like bigger is better. Like everything, if it's bigger, it's better. So the more, you know, some people say more is less. Well, for me, more is more. So yeah. So I live in Texas, Houston, Texas to be exact. Houston is strong. There's so many families here that are still trying to recover from Hurricane Harvey. So my heart and my love goes out to all of you guys. So yeah, keep Houston lifted in your prayers. Some people are still struggling. And I thank God that my family, we are well beyond that now, have not been affected. But I still keep those families that were affected lifted in prayer. Alrighty, so number 3. What is the exterior style of your home? Honestly, guys, I have no idea. Now, I'm sure that was like in our paperwork when we bought the house. And at the time, I'm sure that I knew what it was, and I probably knew the plan, you know, how each home, they have like a certain plan name. So I did used to know that, but I have no idea now. But I'm going to say it's like a traditional style because it's a brick home all around. And it kind of has a Tudor style. I think, to me, Tudor is like when the homes have like the peak like that at the top. So our home is like that. So I'm going to say it's like a traditional Tudor, I guess. I think that's what it's called, but otherwise, I don't know. Number 4, was your home a fun fixer-upper or a new home? So our home was a new home. It was a new build. You know, guys, it's a funny story. It's actually an awesome story how God really works and really works things out for you. My husband and I had been looking for a home for 2 years. And, you know, when I say looking, not like actively going hard at looking, but we were just, you know, maybe a couple of months we get really active and like get with our realtor, or we're ready to go, and then we'd be looking, and didn't find anything. We see 20 or 30 homes and wouldn't find anything that we really liked, and then we take a break for a few months and then come back at it. So we did that over the course of 2 years. And I have to say thank you so much to our realtor, Lori. Lori really was right there with us the whole time. If we said we wanted to go look, she'd take us. When we said we needed to take some time off, then she respected that. And so, yeah, she was great. Awesome realtor. But at any rate, so then we started looking again, and at that point, when we finally were ready to buy, we were serious about it. We went ahead and got our pre-approval. We were just ready. We were like, now is the time. We are ready to move. And so once we were really serious about it, like really serious about it and ready, then we had been out looking with Lori, and we found a home that we placed a bid on, and it was accepted. But during the inspection, there was some problems that was found, and that home was, I think, about 15 years old, but it was in a beautiful neighborhood. It had been renovated from the outside, inside. It was just a beautiful home. But everything that's pretty on the outside doesn't mean it's good on the inside. And so that home had a lot of electrical problems and some other things. It had some plumbing issues or something. Anyway, it was a problem, and we weren't prepared to purchase anyone else's problems. And so we passed on that one. And then we were still looking, but at that point, obviously, we were probably getting a little bit discouraged. But then we were passing a neighborhood one day, and I said to my husband, we should go look over there. So we told our realtor to check out the neighborhood to see if there was anything for sale. Well, we knew they were for sale because they were building in the neighborhood, but we wanted to see what the price ranges were, if it was within our budget. So she did, and we went over to the sales office, and they were running some big sale because it was the end of the year. We're in December, right? And so they were like, well, which house do you like? And of course, I like the one that was outside of our budget, right? Of course, because bigger is better to me. So I was like, I like that one because it's bigger, it's got more space, it's got this and that. It's got a lot of things that was on our checklist or our wish list. So long story short, we ended up purchasing our home. It was, like I said, a brand new build, but it was what's called an inventory home. So that's when the builder builds a home with all the specs that they think a buyer might like. And then, yeah, so it's built already, but it had not ever had an owner. And so because we were at the end of the year in December, the sellers of the builder, they were like, well, we're running all kinds of specials, all kinds of deals, everything. And so we were able to get the house that was outside of our price range, outside of our budget. And I mean outside of our budget by like $50,000 outside of our budget. So they were able to get the price down to be within our budget, and we got a lot of other incentives to go along with it. So that's why I say God is good. When there is something for you, then it doesn't matter what the obstacles are. It will always, always, always work out in your favor when it's for you, because when it's for you, it's for you. And so, sorry, I'm getting all excited about that because I just really am always amazed at God's goodness and how he really does take care of his children. So yeah, so long story to that answer, sorry. But that was number 4. So our home is a new home. It was an inventory home, had never been lived in, but it had all of these extra perks and upgrades in it because that's what the builder was trying to sell. So yeah, number 5, what style do you decorate your home? So I have a traditional style. Like, I've always enjoyed traditional decor, but obviously I have been bitten by the farmhouse bug because I have incorporated farmhouse throughout my home. And so I'm not quite farmhouse, but I definitely have a farmhouse influence within my decor. But most of all, it's traditional. And then I also have some modern and some contemporary pieces, placed throughout. So I guess when you mash it all together, you come up with some eclectic style that I enjoy, my family enjoys, and I think it all works well together. So yeah, that's my design style. Kind of traditional is the base, and then a little bit of other things sprinkled in there. Number 6, who is the biggest styling inspiration? Well, I'm going to have to say If I go all the way back to when I first realized I love decorating, I was like a teenager, a young teenager, and I can remember, well, even further than that, growing up, I can remember my mom decorating our bedrooms, my sister and I bedrooms, and it was always so girly and so pretty, and we both would get so excited when my mom was ready to redecorate our room, and she did it fairly often, and so I kind of always grew up with that. My mom liked to decorate around the house. She always had live plants in our house, and so I'd have to say that my mom is my decorating inspiration because she kind of instilled that into us as kids growing up. And then I really took a hold to it. My sister, not so much. She doesn't care to decorate. She doesn't care to garden. She doesn't care to cook. But I enjoy all those things. And so I would have to say my inspiration is from my mom, just because she kind of instilled it into us about decorating. And then as I became a teenager and I wanted to do more things on my own, she allowed for that. She would let me rearrange furniture in the house, or pick out things to put around in the house. And she'd also help us. She would let me redecorate our bedrooms. Like, our bedroom was really up to us how we wanted to do it once we got older. And so I really did enjoy doing that and taking things from one part of the house and moving it to another part of the house to give it a different look. So yeah, I would say my mom is my design inspiration because she really instills into me the love for home decor. Number 7, what is your favorite piece of decor you own? Well, I'd have to say, if you guys have been following my channel, you have seen some of my home tours, which I did just recently put up my summer home tour a couple of days ago. And so I will have that linked in the description box down below. And I'll try to also remember to add it in the iCards above. But I have these angel wings that I purchased from Hobby Lobby at the end of the year in 2017. They had their end of year after Christmas sale, and so I hauled a whole lot of artwork, and in that was these 2 angel wings that I absolutely love. I think they look amazing. They are like a galvanized type of material, and they're just huge. They're like bigger than I am tall. And so I have them over my fireplace. To me, those are the most beautiful decor piece that I have in my home that really makes a huge statement. So anyone walks in, you can clearly see those right there. I think they look beautiful. Then I guess I would say number 2. That's number 1. Then number 2 is I have these large lanterns that I have in my entryway that I got from the at-home store, and those I love also. And honestly, guys, I get a lot of compliments on those. Like, most people, when they come to my home, they're like, whoa, those lanterns are huge. And they're probably about 4.5 feet tall. So they are some really large lanterns, and I like to decorate them for all the seasons. And so, yeah, those are my 2 most favorite home decor pieces in my home. Okay, so then we have number 8. Where's your favorite place to buy decor? Y'all already know. If you watch my channel often, I just recently did a couple of home decor hauls. Actually, I did a summer home decor series of hauls that I did. And so number 1, hands down, Ross. Ross is my most favorite store to shop for home decor. Then number 2 is Burlington's. You guys know that. Burlington's and Ross are my go-to places all the time. And then in a distant third, I'd say TJ Maxx, but I don't go there very often. I do like Home Goods. I've stopped in there a time or 2, but they're not always on my radar. I do also like the at-home store. I probably go there more often than I do to TJ Maxx or to Home Goods. Certainly more than Home Goods, but Burlington and Ross, those are my top 2. Those are my go-to places all the time. Those are my favorite stores for home decor. And of course, Hobby Lobby. Like, everybody loves Hobby Lobby, right? And especially when they have their huge clearance. I have a haul on that too, where I did a huge Hobby Lobby clearance haul where I saved 80 and 90% off of home decor items. So be sure to go check that out too. And I went in Hobby Lobby just today, and they still have some 90% off items. If you haven't gone yet and you want to go see what they have, check out your nearest Hobby Lobby because they might have something that you're looking for at 90% off. Everything that was 80% off last week is now 90% off. And so I didn't take anything today. I just looked around to see, but they still have some really good stuff. So go check it out. Okay, so that was number 8. So number 9 is new decor versus thrifted decor. So what's your favorite? So I'm going to have to say I really like both. I love to go thrifting because I love that hunt of finding something that's really unique, something that's really odd or really cool, or something that's really expensive that you can get at a huge discounted price when you go thrifting. But I have to say I don't always go thrifting. I do like to go shop at the stores also. My 2 favorite stores that I just mentioned. So I would say it's probably a very even, I like to do both very often. So if I had to choose one, I would have to say stores, just because stores are closer. I can get there quicker and easier. Whereas, and I can usually find something that I want faster than if I go thrifting. Then I need to have time to really look around and then drive to thrift stores because there's not any that's really, really close to me. But there's a couple of Rosses that's really close to me and a Burlington's that's also close. So I can go there anytime, quick and easy. Number 10, Goodwill decor versus garage sale decor. I'm going to have to say Goodwill wins on this because, again, I can go to the Goodwill. Garage sales generally start early, and so in order to get the really good stuff, you need to be there early in the morning. And I'm not a morning person. I don't want to get up super early, especially on my off days, which I already have to get up early because my toddler is ready to get up. But I mean, you have to be out of your house at like the crack of dawn to go to the garage sales to find something good. And so I just don't have the time to do that. I have gone garage selling and I usually get there later in the day, and then I have had some luck sometimes finding something, but usually not. So I'm going to have to say Goodwill on that. Goodwill wins. Okay, number 11, decor steals versus antique farmhouse. I like the farmhouse look. It's not my complete inspiration for my home decor, so I'm going to have to say decor steals. And you guys that watch my channel, you know I love doing hauls of where I found some really nice decor items that have been marked down on clearance. So yeah, decor steals for me. Number 12, Home Goods versus Target. Neither, really. Like, I go to Target from time to time, but I kind of think Target's a little bit overrated. Sorry for all you guys that really love Target. I do like them, but their one spot used to be really cool. Now I've gone probably 3 or 4 times over the summer and I just haven't found anything really. So maybe I'll give them one more try just to see if I can find something. But yeah, not so much. And then as it relates to Home Goods, like I said, I've only gone there 2 or 3 times altogether. So I have gone to Marshall's, which Marshall's is like Home Goods, TJ Maxx also, but I don't go to Home Goods that often. So, but the one time I did, which was a few months ago, I found some beautiful apothecary jars. And so I grabbed those and ran out of there because they were at such a great price. I felt like I was stealing because they were so cheap. And so I guess I need to go back to Home Goods soon. But yeah. Number 13, Hobby Lobby versus Michael's. Hobby Lobby, hands down. Now, Michael's, I don't really go in there often unless I'm looking for some crafting supplies or something. When I'm looking for home decor, I go to Hobby Lobby. If I'm looking for crafting supplies, I go to Michael's. Although I know Hobby Lobby has crafting and I know Michael's has home decor. But when I think crafting, I think Michael's. When I think home decor, I think Hobby Lobby. So, Hobby Lobby wins. Ross versus TJ Maxx. I just said it. Ross is my favorite store. Ross is my number 1 favorite store. So Ross wins. TJ Maxx, they're good because I did go there today and I found some really cute things too. But Ross. Online shopping versus store shopping. I'm not a big online person, so I'm going to say store shopping. Now, my husband is the one who likes to shop online. He really doesn't care to go into the store, so he'll shop. We get stuff coming in the mail, and I'm like, what's that? And he's like, oh yeah, I ordered this, or oh yeah, I ordered that. And so I'm like, okay. So when he's talking about me going out shopping, I come in with bags, and so he's like, "You been shopping?" Well, he does too. He just does his online, so I don't see it until the package comes in. So I'm gonna say I am a store person. I like to see the items. I like to feel it. I like to hear the music when I'm walking around in the store. I like to talk to the customer sometimes. As you guys can see, we're already at 20 minutes on this video. I'm a talker, and so yeah, I like store shopping. And let me speed this up. So let me see here. Number 16, spring decor versus summer decor. I'm going to say spring because summer is really kind of laid back. I don't really do a whole lot for summer. Although I did do my summer home tour that, like I said, I just posted recently, so I will have that link to this video. But I'm going to say spring because I really like to decorate for spring. So yeah, spring decor wins. There's more to do for spring as opposed to summer. Summer stuff is a lot of the bright color, like I think flip-flops and lace and palm leaves and things like that, and I like that, but not really for my home. And so that's why I like spring decor, because you can do something that's a little more and I don't know what the word is, but something that lasts longer, like you can carry it out through the summer if you wanted to. So I just like spring better. Okay, let's see here. Number 17, fall versus winter. Now that's a hard one because both are my favorites. Fall and winter are both my favorite months. I do love them both. I do go all out in decorating for both seasons. But I have to say that winter wins because you have Christmas in winter. My birthday is in the winter month. And so, yeah, I really, really, really go all out for Christmas. And I have ever since I purchased my first home. Even in my first apartment, I was decorating for Christmas. I may not decorate anything for the fall, but I was definitely decorating for Christmas. So all of my adult life, I've decorated for Christmas. So I'm going to say winter wins. And then a lot of your winter decor can fall over into the new year as well. As opposed to fall, you really just have like September, October, November. And maybe not even September, depending on where you are. But anyway, winter wins. Number 18, HGTV favorite shows. So I kind of answered this in another video. I don't watch HGTV that much anymore because it has changed tremendously than what it used to be back in the day when you had Design on a Dime and you had Candace Olsen and you had Decorating Sense. So those shows are all gone now. And so the shows that I do like to watch, I wrote them down here because I had to really think about this one. Everybody loves, the show with Joanna Gaines and her husband, which I've read, I don't know because I haven't watched it lately, but I've read that this is their last season or something and then they weren't going to do it anymore. But I do like their show. I don't watch it all the time, but from time to time, like if I'm cleaning the house and I have the TV on, then I'll watch it then kind of glimpse up at it. One of my favorite shows though is, and they don't have it anymore on HGTV, but from time to time you can find the repeats on some of the other channels, and that's called Flea Market Flip. I love that show. I love it. And that's probably because I love to find items, because I do like to go thrifting and then recreate them or upcycle them into something that's really useful and beautiful. So I love that show, Flea Market Flip. I also like Love It or List It, and that's still on. It's been going for, I think, since 2008 or something like that. So that's one of the HGTV shows that's been long running that I really like. That's Love It or List It, where there's a realtor and a decorator. And so the decorator will redo portions of a family's home, and then the realtor will go out and find them a home that has all their wish list items. And then the family has to decide, are they going to stay or go after the decorator has finished her decor of their home. So I love that show. And then the other one that I do like to watch from time to time is the what is it called? Tiny House Big Living. Tiny House Big Living. I've watched that a few times, and I think that's pretty cool. I'm kind of into the tiny house thing. Not that I think I mentioned to you guys in another video that before we purchased our home here, even though we do it big in Texas, I was thinking about doing a tiny house, but my husband was like, not only you can't do that. Your personality is too big for a little tiny house, so we can't live in a tiny house. So anyway, I do like to watch that show from time to time. Okay, number 19. What YouTube channels inspires your style the most? That's hard to say because, there are some beautifully talented women and men here on YouTube that do an amazing job in decorating, and they really all inspire me. Really, they do. And so I hate to have to just pick anyone, but I have to say Kimberly, she did mention Rebecca Robeson, and I have to say Rebecca Robeson, and well, the first YouTuber that I ever found when my son told me back in 2015 was when I ever even found out about YouTube. Like, I had heard of it, but I thought YouTube was just little snippet videos that were like 2 minutes or less or whatever. I didn't know about this community until my oldest son said, because I was complaining to him that HGTV did not show home decor, home decorating videos anymore. Actually, I think it was 2016 or 2015, towards the end of the year, maybe 2016, was when I was having this conversation with my son. And I said they don't have these decorating shows anymore, and I was really sad about it because I didn't like watching HGTV anymore because they didn't have what I was looking for. And my son said, why don't you just watch it on YouTube? And I was like, what? And so he pulled it up for me, and from that day forward, I have been hooked on YouTube. And so, but the first channels that I came across when I started watching YouTube was Be My Guest with Denise Cooper. Everybody, if you're into home decor, everybody on YouTube knows Denise, because she is amazing. Her channel is amazing. She does a beautiful job. All of her content is amazing. Like, she is my mentor and she doesn't even know. Like, I watch her videos and I'm like, and I don't think anybody should compare themselves to anyone, but I have to say, when I watch Denise, I don't compare myself to her. I am inspired by her. I'm watching her and I'm thinking, wow, if she can do that, I can do this. And that's part of what fuels me to keep going. But of course, what fuels me most is all of my faithful subscribers that come back time and time again to watch my videos. I really appreciate that, guys. But so, yeah, back to this question. Denise inspires me. Be My Guest with Denise. And then Rebecca Robeson. Those were the first two channels that I found on YouTube. When I first started watching back in 2015, I started watching those channels and I was like, oh my goodness, I was inspired again. I was ready to decorate. And then we purchased my home. And so I was like, yes, I was so excited. And that's after we purchased my home. That's really when I got hooked on YouTube because I was ready to decorate my home, and so I wanted to get inspiration. And so those two channels were the ones that I went to the most. And now, since I became a creator in 2017, actually this month, wow, this month was a year that I really started producing content regularly. And since I started, I've met so many amazing people that it's too long of a list for me to give you guys on who inspires me, because I'm inspired by everyone. Every video that I watch, I find something out of it that I'm like, wow, that was cool, that was amazing, that was awesome. And so when I leave my comments to you guys, if all of you, my YouTube brothers and sisters that's watching, when I leave my comments, those are sincere from my heart. I really do mean everything that I say. So yeah, alrighty. And so number 20 is tag someone else. So let me see here. I'm gonna say this was an open tag, so anyone can participate. So if I don't mention your name, feel free to join in. You are tagged. And so I would love to hear what you guys have to say as it relates to answering these questions. But because I'm into farmhouse style now, and I know that Holly over at Living It Country is definitely farmhouse, and she's really farmhouse far more than I am. But I thought of two ladies in particular that I know really do a beautiful job with farmhouse glam, or like rustic glam. And so you guys already know who I'm talking about. That's Miss Barbara with Decorating with Barbara, and then also Rolling with Anita. Ladies, you are tagged. You are my farmhouse girls that I thought of when I was thinking, who am I going to tag for this video? So also, guys, again, feel free to participate if you want to. Feel free to consider yourself tagged. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for sticking in here with me. I know I was long-winded in answering these questions and I apologize for that, but this was an opportunity for you guys to get to know me a little better and for me to share who I am with you guys. So I really appreciate the opportunity. Kimberly for tagging me and Holly for hosting this challenge. And I will see you guys on the next video. But if you're new to my channel, be sure to click that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so that you will receive alerts as to when I upload new videos. And for my faithful family members, I love you guys so much. You already know. And I will see you on the next video. Much love and many blessings. Bye-bye.